All right, Shalom. We're going to start off by giving all praises to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Yahweh is the true, holy, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father. Bahashem, meaning of the name. And Yahweh Shai is the true, holy, and powerful name of His only begotten Son, who is the Savior of the nation of Israel. Starting off with the elect within the nation of Israel. And Israel consists of your so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, as well as your Israelite foreigners scattered abroad that may look like the nations where you've been scattered to, but are Israelites. And we also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect pushing out this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right, we're the brothers from the Great Millstone branch out in Des Moines, Iowa, coming back at you with another lesson inspired by the Holy Spirit, Habakkuk. And the title of this lesson is going to be What Goes Around Comes Around America. All right, what goes around comes around America. Now, the scriptures, what you see happening right now in current day events, all right, the current conversations that a lot of people are having is dealing with the controversy of Zion, all right, the mistreatment of the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American, and the wicked oppression of these devils over hundreds of years. And what you see the Lord doing is he's incrementally breaking this place down because of the wickedness that is perpetuated throughout the planet Earth. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and start with that Ecclesiastes again.
It says Ecclesiastes 3:15. It says, that which has been is now, and that which is to be has already been. Mm-hmm. And the Most High requireth that which is past.
Right. The scripture says the Most High required that which is past, man. So the things that have been done in the past, all right, you got Esau, Edomites that walk around talk about, let the past be the past. All right, slavery, that was so long ago. You weren't an actual slave, and this and that and the third. They come up with all these excuses onto why they shouldn't pay. All right, here it is. Edomite will say that he believes in karma. All right, what goes around comes around. But when it comes down for him to pay for his judgment and what his people did, then all that goes out the window, man. But you are gonna pay. All right, and we're seeing this happening. Okay, we're seeing that the Lord is a righteous judge, and He's beginning to make you pay for these things because what the plagues that the Lord is sending upon this place, man. You know?
It says, I got this Isaiah. It says Isaiah 14:21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers.
Right. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of his fathers. Right. So let's think about the iniquities of the so-called white man, his forefathers. All right. You can go back to Cristobal Colon when he came over. All right. In his memoir, he wrote about how he couldn't put his sword down for an hour, man, because of all the killing that he was doing, man. Okay, you had conquistadors that were coming over, and they were killing natives, all right, the Israelites of the Northern Kingdom, and they were forcing their children into cannibalism, doing sick things like making their own children eat the limbs of their fathers, their parents that they just killed, man. These are the things that they've done, right? And these Edomites, they died doing all this wickedness, and they died in peace. A lot of them, man. A lot of them died happy and rich and so on and so forth, and they never got judged for it. Now, the scriptures say in the book of Galatians, chapter 6. Could you grab that? Galatians 6 and 7, if I'm not mistaken.
It says 6 and
then we'll go back to
6
Isaiah.
and 7. It says Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right. It says, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So what is the so-called white man, the biblical Edomites, what have they sold? All right, wickedness. All right, they've sold, they've stolen land, stolen people, robbery, murder. I mean, we can go through a list of the iniquities of Esau, Edom, and we'll be here all day. All right, this will be a cross country in transit. All right, as long as it will be to talk about all the wickedness that he's done, man. But the point being is that he sold so much wickedness, all right, and he's about to pay, man. The scriptures say in the book of, I know I'm jumping around, but Nahum, or not Nahum, Habakkuk. We can grab that as well, but Habakkuk 2 and 12. And then, Lord's will we get back to the Isaiah.
Habakkuk 2 and 12, it says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establishes a city by iniquity.
That's right. So that's how this city's been built. All right, upon the blood of who? The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. As a matter of fact, it says that in the book of Jeremiah, the 51st chapter.
I got something Nahum real quick so you can get that one.
Okay, come.
It says Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. You know, so this, how is America was built on, man? It's the bloodshed and tears and slavery of the so-called Native Americans, descendants, and blacks, man. You know, the Israelites built this place up, not anybody else, man. Like Donald Trump says, it says make America great again. And when was America great? When they had slaves. That's when America great, man. When they were getting free labor, you know, when they were getting everything for free, you know. Because guess what? They were doing this, but you know, it says in John, it says the thief come not but to kill and destroy, man. And that's what he's doing, and he's doing this until this day, you know.
That's right. That's right. Here's the precept I was looking for. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 33 says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come." And that's right, man. All right, so the Lord is going to stomp this place out, man. When you go back into the ancient world, you had threshing floors where they would stomp out grapes, or they would beat different like wheat, you know. They would beat it against the ground to get the grain and so on and so forth. So that's what the Lord is saying he's going to do to America. He's going to really stomp this place out with different types of plagues and calamities, right? It says the violence, or Salakia, verse 34, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, hath devoured me. He hath crushed me. He hath made me an empty vessel. He hath swallowed me up like a dragon. He hath filled his belly with my delicates. He hath cast me out. And that's what he's done to the Lord's chosen people. Verse 35, the violence done to me and to my flesh, my flesh be upon Babylon, shall the inhabitant of Zion say. And this is prophecy, and this is what our people are saying right now. The violence done unto us, all right, to the Lord's people is upon who? The so-called white man, all right? The so-called white man here in America, man. All the atrocities that's been happening, our people are out there protesting, and they're saying that you're responsible for us being in this lower state. You're responsible, all right, for the killing and the murdering of our people, man. Right? So it says the violence done unto me, the violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon, shall the inhabitant of Zion say, and my blood upon the Chaldeans, or and my blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldea, shall Jerusalem say. Verse 36, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will plead thy cause and take vengeance for thee. So because of how this devil's treated us, all right, because we were delivered unto his hand and he had no mercy upon us, like it says in the book of Isaiah, the 42nd chapter, the Lord said that he's going to plead our cause, man. All right, he's going to judge these people for what they've done unto us. All right, America is going to be broken down and brought to desolation because of what's happened unto the Lord's chosen people, man. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, I will plead thy cause and take vengeance for thee, and I will dry up her sea and make her springs dry, and Babylon shall become heaps, a dwelling place for dragons, and astonishment and an hissing without an inhabitant. And that's going to happen when the Lord destroys this place with nuclear fire, man. All right, once the nuclear fire nuclear missiles rain down upon this place, man, it's only going to be desert creatures that are going to dwell in this land. But you asked something?
I got something, because you said, you know, where they were clustered, you know, where they were basically step on grapes, you know, and it says,
the threshing floor.
The threshing floor, yeah, that you basically, you know, you stomp out grapes. It says, Isaiah 63 and 1, who is that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra? It says, is that, Salak, let me read that again. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in his greatness of his strength, and that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, man. And this is talking about Yahweh Shai. He's coming to save his people, man. The Lord said, wait upon me until I rise up to the prey. And this vision right here, they're already asking, like, who is this, man? You know, and that's Yahweh Shai already stomped out America, man. You know, they seen him in his glorious apparel. You know, that's going to be a one-of-a-kind scene when Yahweh Shai comes down, man. Cracks those clouds open, man. You know, come and destroy Esau, Edom, man, and the other nations that are not, you know what I'm saying, that are not Israelites, man. You know, and he's coming to save his 1/3, his elect, man. That's what he's coming to do. You know, and it's just, you know, it makes you smile just to even think about that, because this devil has oppressed us for so long that, you know, that most of these people out here are through. You know, but the Lord is coming back, man, to save, man. Like I said back in that Jeremiah. You know, and it's a mighty deal.
There's a little bit more on that.
You want me to go back a little bit more on that?
Well, actually, no, we can get back to it. Would you still reading that?
Let me just go back to. You want me to go back to the Isaiah?
Okay, yeah, kind of.
It says Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities.
Right, so going back to the point that we were making earlier, all right, this devil is going to be paid back for the iniquities of their forefathers, man. Okay, and once again, tying it all back together, all right, and we're seeing that happening now. Now, ultimately, that Isaiah 14 and 21 is going to be fulfilled in the kingdom, but there's still that judgment, all right, that payback is beginning here on this side, man. Okay, because they still have cities and they still have rulership right now, but in the kingdom, they aren't going to have any rulership. They are going to fill the face of the earth with cities and so on and so forth. All right, if we can go ahead and grab the book of, let's go ahead and jump right into it, the book of Baruch. All right, because this is really the primary precept to go into on this topic of Baruch 4 and 31, or that the Spirit had me meditating on with this topic.
This Baruch 4 and 21. It says
4 and 31.
4 and 31. Salakia, it says, miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy son.
That's right, man. So it says, miserable are they that afflicted thee. Are miserable are the cities which we serve. So we majority of the Israelites serve their captivity here in America. So this place is going to go through a lot of misery, man. Okay? As a matter of fact, Isaiah 47, Babu Kusha, Isaiah 47, we'll start at the top and jump back to Baruch. Lord,
it says Isaiah 47 and 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right, sit in the dust, man. The dust is symbolic for confusion, man. This place is going to be brought to complete confusion, man. All right, people are going to have no hope. All right, the scriptures talk about how there's going to be perplexity of nations, man. People are going to be out here through. They aren't going to have easy access to resources. They don't have wisdom and knowledge to be stable in these times to come. It's going to be very chaotic out here in these streets, man. All right, but go ahead.
It says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right, because America was looked at as tender and delicate at one point, man. The place to go, all right, a place of freedom, you know, of joy and happiness. But now what? It's turned into being looked at as the place of sorrow and oppression, man. But go ahead.
It says, verse 2, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen.
That's right. And that's what's happening. The shame of America is being seen by all the nations, man. Their history, or the oppression that they've done, their mistreatment and ill dealing with other nations, man. All these things are being seen. And now Esau Edom is being looked at as the devil that the Bible speaks of, because he is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. But go ahead.
It says, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, so the Lord said, I'm going to pay you back, man. I'm going to take vengeance. I'm going to come upon you with great wrath, and I'm not going to meet you as a man, meaning that I'm coming in an angelic force, man, with great power and might, all right? The Lord ain't coming back and talking. He ain't finna come back and protest, all right? He ain't finna go and walk with you Black Lives Matter niggas, all right? And ask for the freedom of our people, man. All right. No, man, the Lord is going to just bring straight judgment, man. The Lord has his prophets doing the talking right now. You know, but go ahead.
It says,
so when he comes, there ain't going to be no talking left. There ain't going to be no talking needed left, man. But go ahead.
It says, Isaiah 47 and 4, it says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, and the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wrought with my people, and I have polluted my inheritance.
Right, so the Lord was pissed off at us, man. He was wroth with us, right? Angry with us. So therefore we were sitting here as a punishment, as a judgment. All right, like the Lord always did with us, man. When Israel was going off, the Lord was raised up another nation to put us into captivity, man. You can read that all throughout the book of Judges, man. All right, but go ahead.
It says, and given to them in thy hand.
Right, so we got delivered unto you Edomites here in Babylon, but go ahead.
It says, thou didn't show them no mercy upon the ancient, has thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Right, so you didn't show us any mercy. You didn't have pity upon us, man. All right, you didn't care about the old and the young. All right, you dealt with us very harshly and with great wrath, man. So you're going to be dealt with in the same manner. Go ahead.
It says, verse 7, and thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didn't lay these things to thy heart, neither didn't remember the latter end of it.
Right, you didn't think that the Lord was going to pay you back, man. You didn't think that the Lord was going to bring this place down. All right, you didn't think that the Lord was going to start breaking this world down, that the dollar was going to collapse. Okay, that this is going to turn into a third world country. Well, this is what we're at the point of, man. Okay, famine touching this place, man. But they didn't consider these things, man. They didn't consider all that when they were oppressing our people in slavery, and how they continue to oppress us, that the Lord is going to eventually judge them. But go ahead.
It says, Isaiah 47:8, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Right, go ahead.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and of widowhood. Thou shalt come upon thee, and their perfection for the multitude, for thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of the enchantments.
Right, so the Lord said, look, I'm going to bring all this judgment upon you, man. Just like that, man. All right, even Yahweh Shai said, I saw Satan falling down from heaven like lightning, man. So these devils are going to be brought down quickly, okay?
It says, verse 10, it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it has perverted me. It says, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me.
And none else beside thee. And that's pretty much it on that, man. Because really the point that I wanted to grab, is that how we were delivered into their hands and they dealt with us treacherously, man. So going back to that book of Baruch, if we go back, it said, miserable are they. Could you read that verse again?
It says, Baruch 4 and 32. It says, Salakia, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons.
And that's it, man. That's it. So that's all America has to expect, man. All that iniquity that you sowed, all right, the Lord is bringing it right back upon you, man. But go ahead.
It says, verse 33, it says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I would take away the rejoicing of her multitude, of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning.
Right, and this place is, man, proud as hell, man. Okay, this place is proud as hell. Even when the Lord sends particular judgments upon these people here in America, they still go right back to their pride. It's like they don't humble down. So you just have to imagine what type of hell is the Lord gonna have to bring upon these people for them to reverence Him. All right, to honor Him, man. Okay, to fear Him, man. All right, the scripture says that the name of Yahweh Shai, all knees shall bow down. So the Lord is going to do that through what? Through terrors, plagues, and calamities, man. But go ahead.
Verse 35, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting.
Come upon her. That's speaking of the daughter of Babylon, man. Go ahead.
Long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
That's right. And that's the same thing that is written throughout the scriptures for Babylon, man. All right, Isaiah the 34th chapter. All right, as a matter of fact, we'll probably end it in Revelation the 18th chapter, man. And we'll start at the top on that as well.
You want me to get that now?
Yep, Con. That's pretty much it.
This is Revelations 18, and that's the spirit. I was thinking of that too. 18 and 1. And I said, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was enlightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
That's right, man. Because once again, that's going into when America gets destroyed, it's going to be inhabited of desert creatures, man. All right? It's not talking about every foul spirit is talking about sodomites and this and that and the third. No, it's talking about the actual desert creatures that are going to be here, man. But hey, Babylon is going to fall, man. All right, it is going to fall, and we see the collapse of it right now, man. But go ahead.
It says, verse 3, for all nations have drunk of her wine of the wrath of her fornication. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
That's right. Go ahead.
It says, and heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right, and that's it. And that's it, man. The Lord is going to deliver up his elect, all right, in those chariots, man, so that they don't have to taste the second death, which is the nuclear fire. All right, that's what it's speaking of, man. But go ahead.
It says, for verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High has remembered her iniquities.
Right, so all of these things that are happening, all right, this is judgment for what? Her iniquities, man. For the sins that these devils, all right, has committed, man. The great iniquities of America, the philosophies that they push out, man. That wine that they push out. A woman ruling over a man, sodomy, okay? The pedophilia agenda, all right? All types of madness, man. The wicked oppression of these devils, man. You know, the taxes, all this stuff that's contrary to the scriptures that they do, man. But go ahead.
And what did the Lord say? He that touches thee touches the apple of my eye. You know, so shoot, you pushing all that wickedness. Eventually, the Israelites are going to become, you know, that wickedness too, man. Because guess what? The Israelites are the salt of the earth. So you see Esau doing an Israelite going to do it 10 times better, man. You know, and that Esau Edom is going to pay for all this, man.
That's right.
All this, man.
Hey, the scripture said in the book of Sirach, the 10th chapter says, as the ruler, well, I'll just grab it real quick. Sirach chapter 10, and I believe it's the third verse. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse, I'll start at verse 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And that's right, man. The ruler, all right, of the world right now is Esau Edom, right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So now the people are going after his reign, after his rulership. And what are they doing, man? They acting just like him, man. All right? Acting just as wicked as he is, man. Drunk by his philosophies, man. But the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because we acknowledge that our ruler is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, not Esau Edom. So we aren't going after the ways of this devil, man. We've departed from this place spiritually, like it says in Micah 2 and 10. But you can go back to that Revelation.
It's in Revelations 18 and 6. Reward her even as she rewardeth you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Right. So it says, reward her even as she rewarded you. Give double unto her, all right, as she has done unto you. Roughly paraphrasing that, man. So, hey, they're being paid back, all right? Once again, what goes around comes around, America. So all that you've done, all this place, the blood and the robbery and the murder that this city has been established upon, man. All right, now the Lord is, hey, calling all those things up, and it's time to pay that tab, man. All right, that's like you going to a bar, your ass get drunk, and you just, hey, you after the first drink, the bartender asks you, hey, you want me to close the tab or you want me to keep it open? All right, you say keep it open. All right, your ass start getting drunk. You just drinking. Well, hey, it's the end of the night, man. It's the end of the night. And what's the bartender saying? Hey, any open tabs? Time to close them. Well, your ass ain't gonna slip out that door, okay? You ain't gonna slip out that door. No, it's time to pay for all of that, man. It's time to pay for all that. And you're going to realize that the Lord wasn't playing, man. That he was serious about it through the very horrific judgment that the Lord's going to bring upon this place, man. Which is righteous judgment, you know.
It says, her double according to her works, and the cup which she has filled to her double. It says, which she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she hath said in her heart, I sit as a queen, I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
That's right, man. Hey, so, hey, that's pretty much it, you know?
I got this last verse.
Hey, go ahead.
It says, verse 8, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
That's right.
For strong is the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai thy power, who judged her.
That's right, man. And the Wadiyah Bashim Yahushua, man,
Bashim
because he's
Yahushua.
about to judge this great whore. All right, and we're getting to witness it, man, and we're partaking in it by preaching this word, man. You know,
that's a mighty work, man. And Lord's will, we're part of that number that we can withdraw in His secret chambers, man. You know, which is being those UFO, so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel, according to the Bible, man. You know, Baba Kishayah Bashim Yahushua, you know. Anything else?
Hey, so having that being said, we're gonna give all praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in all sincerity and the truth. With that, we're gonna say shalom.
Hey, shalom, wa, ba, ba, ba.
Abba, ba, ba.